football with pace, football with but we play football like a team. We are just there. We are interested with possession. This is English league, my friend. Listen, this is English league. You can win this league with a possession, average possession of even 30%, and you win this league. This league is not there that you need to win with 80% ball possession. That one cannot happen. We play like possession to our manager is very important more than winning the ball or winning the game, because we keep on playing back passes, sideways, just playing for fun. If our midfielder Enzo Fernandez, this guy has disappointed me this season. He has just shown up in few games. The game, like, let me say, the game against Liverpool, he was there. You can really see his impact. The game against Barcelona, he played well. Maybe a little bit against Arsenal, he played well. But other games, Enzo Fernandez have been missing. And this is a 105 million pound signing. Surely, this is very little from him. We are getting very, very, very little. I doubt if we can even recoup even a half of the sum we spend on Enzo Fernandez at the moment if we have to sell Enzo Fernandez. This guy has been one of our players who have just performed below average. He just need to up the game. The way Moises Caicedo plays for this team. Caicedo, like, he justifies every penny we paid for him. We paid 115 million pounds from Brighton. This guy has justified that. Even if he's on the field, you feel secure in that midfield. Caicedo plays well. Moises plays every game. Either it's a small team, either it's a big match, Caicedo is there. He's ever there. But with Enzo Fernandez, he will show up one game, he disappears for 5 games, but he's still in the team. You know, these things keep on costing us because we have players who are looking for positions. We have players who are really struggling to get into the team, and if you give them opportunities, they take them and maybe they become the best players. And sometimes they make these players like Enzo Fernandez to be like to get best out of them. Like player like Santos at the moment. Santos can play well and will really push Enzo for his position. But the moment we keep on playing Enzo Fernandez in this team, he's not performing to his level best. He's not even playing passes. He's just there. He can't run. This guy is not the quickest in midfield. Midfield needs people who can run. Look at Declan Rice. Look at Zubimendi at Arsenal. Look at Elliot Anderson at Nottingham Forest. These guys dominate midfield and they play number 8. So as you want to play number 8, you need also to have that energy. Box to box midfielder, whereby you need to defend and also you need to attack. This position doesn't need lazy players. Enzo Fernandez, for a few games or since last season, he has been below average. Let's just speak the truth here and be honest enough. Enzo Fernandez has been average. And for me, I'm looking forward, like this Chelsea team, we need a midfielder who can help Caicedo in the midfield. Or Reece James plays there, but Reece James, with the injury records he has, he can't push himself to the limit, to 100%. This Reece James we are seeing here is just only 70% fit. This Reece James is not 100%. If Reece James is 100%, this is a beast. So for me, I'm very much disappointed with Chelsea and with the results. Okay, I expected this game to be a little bit difficult, but as I watched the game, as we grew into the game, Bournemouth were doing nothing, and also they were missing like 5 key players or 3 key players. Bournemouth losing 5 key players. We are only losing one. We were only missing one key player in Moises Caicedo. But if we are playing such a team, we can't be complaining. We are Chelsea. We can't be complaining of these small teams. So for Chelsea, disappointed. Okay, I expected that results, but whenever I saw that lineup, especially from Bournemouth, I expected much more from Chelsea. Especially now, the race for top 4 is very tight. I am not going to talk about the title this season. I said this from the beginning of the season. For Chelsea, I'm not going to talk about the title because we are not there. We are miles off. We can't compare ourselves to City, to Arsenal, and even to Liverpool. They are struggling, but we can't compare ourselves to them. We are far, 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 far behind them. But we need to be doing better than we are doing. We need to cement that top 4 because now we are 5th at the moment as I speak today on Monday. We are 5th, behind Palace, behind Villa, City, and then Arsenal, of course. So Enzo Maresca, if we lose, our next game is against Everton in the Premier League. If we lose that game, the probability, or even if Man United wins today, they are going to be 6th because we are 5th. They are just going to be 6th, but level on points. And the way Man United have been shit and rubbish this season, but we are almost level. We are going to be level on points if they win tonight. This is disappointing from Enzo Maresca. He is just, for me, is an experiment that should never have happened to start with. But since it happened, he needs to learn and learn a bit quicker. If you want to become a top manager, he needs to learn and learn quicker. And he needs to coach this team, play faster, play on the counter. If we win the ball, transitions, let us be very fast on transition. But this comes with the coach. If the coach tell the players, pass, be safe, play safe. Football is not about playing safe. Football is a game where you need to also take chances sometimes. Play these balls forward. Play to our forward. Every player who is coming at Chelsea in terms of forward players, they are becoming rubbish. Look at Delap. He's like a boxer. And this guy was scoring at Ipswich last season for fun, playing aggressive, going into tackles, shooting. This guy can't shoot anymore. This guy is just there, only boxing people, playing like what? But it is our system. If we set up, we are not playing the balls faster enough, forward to forward areas. We are not, on transition, we are not breaking plays very fast. Now, we make these players become useless. Look at Pedro. Pedro came in from Brighton at Club World Cup. The guy was scoring, the guy was shooting, the guy was moving very fast. But since he settled in, started training with us, these tactics, the guy has just become useless. Even you can't even recognize this is the guy who was playing well at the Club World Cup. Now, for Chelsea, I think, as a fan, I'm very much disappointed in Enzo Maresca. Yeah, the whole structure is set up for a manager to fail because of these young players. Now, we go for Tosin for free from Fulham. We sign him. Instead of going to sign a top centre half, we are going to sign Tosin for free. He comes in and they are happy saying that we have defenders. Tosin who can't defend. The guy who doesn't even run. The guy is just there. How do you expect that any manager, even if you give Tosin Pep Guardiola, how will he win with Tosin? He can't. So my thing is the whole structure the club is in place. Like it's a kind of it sets a manager to fail. So we need some serious players. We have spent £1 million pounds. Like we don't have a top centre half. We don't have a top striker. Will you look at our wingers? Sometimes they are just jokes. Like Pedro Neto is the most experienced player, but can Neto give you 15 goals a season? He cannot. Stavao, they are still young. We can't put pressure on these kind of players. These are exciting players who can light up the stadium. But for Chelsea, I think that was a very big disappointment. And I expect that going forward because Everton will not come easy. We are going to play Atalanta tomorrow in the Champions League. Thank God, Moises Caicedo will be in for that Champions League. But for Everton, also there is a problem. And also fixtures keep on coming thick and very fast. Fixtures coming after every 3 days. We have a problem. Our manager, they say that they will assess the manager at the end of the season. Yeah, he is average, but there are some things the manager needs to do better. Like coaching, even if you have you have pupils, like nursery kids, you need that coaching. We need to see that coaching. Look at like teams like Bournemouth. Look teams at like Crystal Palace. These are teams, look at Aston Villa. They don't have superstars, but you can see the coach. Like these players are coached well. Yeah, take their time on the training pitch and they are coached and they play football according to the ideas of their managers and they are executing them well. But us, we are just pass, playing sideways, playing safe, playing pass here. We are just doing a lot of nonsense. Our manager is average, that is for sure. I don't have any. Our manager is average. I don't expect so much from him, but he needs to do better. At least do better about that. Then that was a very disappointing draw for Chelsea. Then Manchester City played well, and City, they seem like they are getting their momentum back. And if City start picking up momentum, Arsenal should be very afraid, because Man City can win their games from now until the end of the season. That is Pep Guardiola, and that's what Pep Guardiola said. Has set the standards so high. The standards are very high. Guardiola set the standards high, whereby you need to win every game. If you want to beat Guardiola, like you want to win the league, you need to win this game, all of your games, win all of them. Don't draw, or don't say, oh, we are looking for what. You need to win all your games. Guardiola has started. Man City are, okay, they are not the Man City for 4 years, but there's no any other team that is consistent enough. Okay, look at Arsenal maybe, yeah, but they have started also dropping points because of also injuries, yeah. But Man City now, they didn't start the season well. They started scrappy, but they were getting points. Right now they are hitting that top gear, yeah, maybe the second gear. They are not into their first gear, but they are there. You can see them, they are playing. This Sunderland gave us problems. They beat us, not even gave us problems. They gave Liverpool problems at Anfield, but Man City thrashed them. So Man City are coming. For Arsenal have to watch Man City. Man City are coming. So Man City won 3-0. I expected that. So for Arsenal, that was the best game of the weekend that we watched. Best game whereby they were everything, tackles, the stadium were there, yeah, people hitting posts. That's what we want, fun, entertainment. That was the most entertaining game over the weekend. Aston Villa versus Arsenal. It was the best game so far of the weekend. Arsenal played well, okay, tried what they can, but Villa were too strong to them. But considering the defense that Arsenal started with, Timber in midfield, Timber in center half, playing with, it was Timber and Ngapi, I think, were playing center half, and then White. Okay, they tested their squad, because they have injuries also. They have injuries here and there, so you can see that this league, as I said, you need to win each and every game. But credit to them, they will not win all the matches 100%. And Villa have been beating them. Also, Villa beat Man City. So it is not that Villa are a rubbish team, no. And for me, I think Arsenal, and I wish them well this season, because I'm a big fan of Arteta. Arteta have done a lot so well at Arsenal, and at least he deserves one Premier League. At least he deserves one Premier League. I hope that this is the season for Arteta, but it was a very nice game. At the weekend they host Wolves. That will be easier game for them, because Wolves are last or something. They are below, like bottom 3 in the league. So I think and I hope that Arsenal will win that. But it was a very good game for fans, for neutrals, and I know all over the world or in Kenya people are very happy. I don't know what Arsenal did to people, but people are very happy. You go to social media, people are celebrating like, hey, something has happened. Okay, it is a football match, whereby, but also for Arsenal fans, take it slow. Mnongea sana, but take it slow, Arsenal fans, take it slow. But I know this football comes with excitement. There's no fans who are not loud or noisy. Even Chelsea fans, if they win anything, we make a lot of noise. We don't sleep. We are on the internet posting everything. So even Manchester United, the worst, they make noise. Even if they are beaten, they just make noise. Also Liverpool fans, but in the UK, not in Kenya so much. But that is it. Then the last game of the on Saturday was Liverpool versus Leeds. It was also a very good watch. Liverpool versus Leeds, very, very, very good. And then there's something happened after that game. Yeah, it is a game that I said here. It is a very difficult game, especially considering the form of Liverpool, and also considering Leeds are fighting relegation at the moment. All managers who are under pressure. They are still under pressure at the moment. They are still under pressure. The Leeds manager, Liverpool manager, because the Leeds manager, he was given 2 games. That was against Chelsea and then against Liverpool. He was to be shown the door. But at least out of the 2 games, he has got 4 points. So I think he has bought some time for him. He will still be around, because he has got 4 points out of 6. Leeds played well. It is not a very easy stadium to go to because of the noise, because of the nature of the stadium. So they played well, and something happened after that game. Mo Salah interview. And I said this thing, if you watch maybe my first video this year on this channel, I said there must be something going on behind the scenes with Liverpool. There's something going on. we have been these strangers before. We have been in this situation before as Chelsea fans, and we understand. Champion, these players were just champions. 3 months or 4 months, 4 months or ago, they were champions. So all of a sudden, these people just fall off the cliff and they just start performing. There must be something, because for Chelsea it happened with the doctors and everything during the Mourinho era in 2015. It happened with the doctor Eva, the Chelsea doctor, the female Chelsea doctor. She was called Eva Canairo or something. It happened with Eva, with the players, with Mourinho. Things were happening behind the scenes that weren't pleasant, and these things affect the players. And then in 2017, when we won the Premier League, our last Premier League with Antonio Conte, the following year we did not win. We came, I think, 3rd or 4th. We didn't play well. Also, we had issues, but the issues started with Antonio Conte, with Diego Costa during the holidays. They started their own issues. Costa was banned from playing with the first team. We went on. We wanted to buy Lukaku. We did not make it to buy Lukaku. Lukaku eventually went to United, and then we went to buy Morata. A lot was happening, so we did not perform. The same exactly thing what I was saying about Liverpool. Liverpool, there is something happening, and we saw with Mo Salah interview. If I quote, maybe Salah was saying that the team is throwing him behind bars. Every blame is going. Okay, this is my take on that, on the Liverpool Salah issue. Salah has not been on great form. Yeah, let's just be honest. Throughout the season, I have watched many of the Liverpool games this season, the Premier League and the Champions League. He has not been on good form. Yeah, but Salah, like players like Salah, these are players like Cristiano Ronaldo, like Messi. These players, you don't expect them to defend. These are players who need the team, the structure to be okay, and then release them. Now the structure should be okay. But Liverpool, they are struggling. You look at the defense, you look at Konate. Konate is just doing his own things. You look at Van Dijk, it's not the same Van Dijk. You look at the fullback where Trent left, they are not so sure. Now the defending, you look at their midfield also, they are not so stable the way they were last season. Now it is difficult for these forward players like Salah. I say Salah is in that category of, let's say, Cole Palmer, Eden Hazard, Cristiano, is that bracket type profile of player whereby these players cannot defend. These players, you give them the ball and then they score. That is their work on the field. It's same with Mo Salah. But Mo Salah now there is no ball that is coming because the defense is leaking. The midfield is not there. The structure is not fit to them, because like right now they are looking at Isak, how they integrate Isak in the team. Now Mo Salah has found it difficult. So Mo Salah came out and spoke to journalists and said maybe next weekend might be his last game at Liverpool, where he invited his parents, said, okay, my mom has to come. Whether he will play or not, he has to come, because maybe after that he goes to AFCON, and then after that it is January transfer. So for me, I think there is an issue, and how Liverpool solve this, it needs some cool heads, because this is a superstar. This is Mo Salah we are talking about. We are not talking about any rubbish player. We are talking of Mo Salah. Liverpool needs to address this issue with a lot of consciousness, with a lot of calmness, because I have read this morning that they are thinking of